Good morning and welcome. Today with us we have Willie Jan Bons, who is the CEO of Net Display Systems. Welcome, Willie. Thank you for coming. Now, Net Display Systems, I think everybody on the NEC stand will know you as the experts in flight information display systems. I think there's not an airport we've been to that hasn't some form of Net Display Systems installed there. But you're going to tell me that you're actually a lot more than just flight information display systems, aren't you?
Yes, we are in every market on the world, but indeed the FITS market is where we started 22 years ago, and yeah, you can find us everywhere.
You're big in retail at the moment. I think you've done some stuff. We covered you a while back with the Moscow Children's Store.
Yeah, it's an old KGB building that has been transformed into a children's farm, let's say, so they can play and use toys. And we, from Net Display Systems, we did all the technical stuff with screens and wayfindings and information for the children. Quite nice to see.
It's a fantastic install, one of the best retail installs we saw in 2015. How did it come about? How did you win a piece of business in Moscow?
We did it together with Ovix, our Russian partner, and they were the main contact for the Russian market, and they were very willing to help to make it a very good solution. And with the Innovation Award, he was rewarded for that, for the top 4. So it's quite nice.
Yes, no, it's a good installation. I would urge everybody to search that out and have a look at the installation. It's lots of good retail examples. Now, you've probably been stuck on your stand for the last 3 days. Have you had a chance to look around at anything around the show at all?
Yeah, I have looked around a little bit because it's a hectic period always. And what I did like, because I'm also very creative, were the robots from Panasonic. It was quite nice to see that. But it's yeah, it's quite different than only looking at displays.
Yes, they've got that. I think we saw it at CES. It's actually installed on a cruise ship somewhere in the world as well with the dancing robots. Yeah, we've covered it a few times before. It's quite crazy. Have you had a chance to look at any of the LED? Because we have some LED here. Yeah. I mean, LED seems to be taking over the show. Fine pitch LED is seemingly taking over from video wall in some instances. You had a chance to have a look at the LED around the show? Yeah,
they are still getting bigger and bigger. I'm not sure if they will fit after a few years in this building. They will need a new one. But it's quite nice. You see the brightness and the contrast. It's keeping up. It's getting better and better. So.
Okay, the resolution is the thing that we like. This is the first time we've ever used LED as a TV broadcast backdrop. We can because it's 1.5 mil. So Hall 8, you're in Hall 8, the digital signage hall. You've probably been exhibiting ISE for 6 or 7 years now? Yeah,
for 7 years now. And it's getting bigger and bigger. So you see that the digital signage is getting more and more integrated into the companies, not as a separate solution, but as part of a solution. So for the future, that's very important, that digital signage is not yet a piece of, but it's a complete solution these days.
A couple of people have said that digital signage has been driving the show and the success of the show. I think maybe the digital signage Hall 8 may be some testament to that. Certainly a big part of the show now. You weren't content with having an extra 4th day either, were you, tomorrow? Because you did something on the Monday. You had a partner event of your own. Tell me a little bit about why you did that and who came and how it went.
Yeah, we had a partner forum on Monday, and we invited about 100 partners to join us, and in which we could look at the next step we are going to take for 2016 and 2017. And we also use our partners as a feedback for the next year for what we have to develop for new features, what they want us to prepare.
What does the future look like for Net Display Systems in 2016 then? Do you have any new product releases or any big install or wins you'll be announcing coming up?
Yeah, we have a continuously release build, so we do not work with version numbers because when a feature is ready, probably the customer is already waiting for it, and what we are now going to do is the agent functionality for SoC systems, so that you can take control of these monitors from Samsung, LG, Panasonic.
And what would you say although we mentioned at the beginning, we see you as flight information display systems as your core competency, your expertise. Yeah. What would you say is the biggest vertical sector that you'll be looking at in 2016? Maybe it's retail, I don't know.
Retail is one of the biggest markets. But the point for NDS is that we are able to focus on every market because of the open product we have built. So for us it's very difficult to focus on one market as a company.
Okay. Willie, thank you very much for joining us.